Welcome back, guys, to Mango Invest. We're going to show you all the dividends that we've tallied up for the month of January of 2026, kicking off the year with a pretty good year. We'll have a look at all the previous Januaries since investing in 2019 all the way up to 2026, and we'll see how much we've actually increased every single month. So you can see the first January of 2020, it's got no bar there, but I think it worked out to be like $3 for that month. So a pretty small month there, but again, we're just sort of starting out. So moving into 2021, you can see there the total amount for that month was $242. And then moving into 2022, just a slight rise of $422 for that month. But at least we were progressing and increasing the dividends every single year, which I was really happy about that. And then moving into January of 2023, fairly significant rise of $754 for that month. In history, like January has been very well known for a low income earning month for dividend investors, purely because of that the quarterly earnings or the quarterly dividend payouts that companies do. But now that I was transitioning to more monthly paying dividend companies, as we sort of progress throughout the years, it doesn't really matter anymore because we're getting that money every single month now, as opposed to quarterly. But moving to January of 2024, a massive increase of $1,645 for that month. I was very happy about that one. And it was until the next January, this is when we started to move into all the yield max ETFs. So the dividends every single month started to skyrocket. So in January of 2025, we got $5,611 there. So a massive month. I was very happy with that one. And we have to remember that all of this is in USD, so US currency. And then when we make the conversion to AUD, Australian currency, that's looking like $8,000 to $9,000 for that month. So a pretty big one. Very happy with that. And then so now we've got January of 2026, and these are all the dividends that we're gonna show you guys. Let's click balances, click the USD tab here, recent transactions. We'll click the date range, and we'll go back from the 1st of January to the 31st. We'll click apply, and then we'll filter. So we just want to see the dividends. But kicking off on the 5th of January, we've got MRNY and Coney. So these are the yield max companies that we've invested in. They've gone from paying monthly down to weekly now, and they've also cut their dividend significantly. So this is what I was saying about, like with in my previous videos. Yeah, yield max is all well and good. Just understand the risks that are associated with it. There are fluctuations of high dividends and low dividends. So there's going to be not that much consistency with these ones. But MRNY, we've got $49.66. We'll sort of skip a couple of these, but just browse over onto the right-hand side of the screen here so you can see some numbers. JetQ has been a massive dividend payer for me for many years now. We've got $724 here. This is a company this year I'm going to target a lot more, so expect to see that monthly dividend increase by a large margin. And you've got a couple of little payments again, Coney and Misty again here, and MRNY, $34 here, $71 and $54. Moving up to AGNC, we've got a massive $709 just for that month alone. If you guys want to take a look at AGNC, it's a real estate investment trust based out in the US, and it is on an absolute tear. So their stock price has increased, I believe it's more than like 30% within the last 4 to 5 months. So it's not just they're paying a very good dividend, but the stock prices, or even the real estate sector for that matter, has been doing really well over the last sort of 4-5 months. Realty Income Corporation, I got $174 with that one. And here's another sort of stream of the weekly yield max payments here. So MRNY this time paid $115. Coney this time paid $69.17. All right, so let's push up to QYLD. Again, a massive dividend payer. It's pretty much the same fund as JetQ. Like, it holds very similar companies within their portfolio, like very heavy on tech. But yeah, they pay a very good dividend, $613 for that one. And then so just to finish out the month of January, we've got the yield max paying again. So Coney of $53 here. And MRNY paid slightly higher, which is good to see, of $148. And then Misty, we've got $31.40. So not a bad month for January in total. The total ended up coming to $3,163. So not as big as the previous month in January of 25, although it's still fairly high. The reason why it's fluctuated so much is purely because the yield max ETFs. I haven't bought or sold any other dividend company within the portfolio, so it's purely just a massive sort of transition on the yield max ETFs. Their dividend, payouts have been reduced heavily. Pretty annoying to see, but again, that's the risk that you take when you want to invest in these yield max ETFs. But that concludes the video, guys. Thanks again for watching. If you did like it, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. It really helps out. And I'll catch you in the next video.